There we go.
Either Delta or United, because they have the same bird.
We got a student in the house talking about Pilot Pete from Bachelor 2020.
No, I'm talking about the benefits between signing with Delta and United than like Southwest and American and other ones like that.
Nice. Thanks for being here, Griffin, immortalized.
Because they can pay you more.
Because they can pay you more. Okay, so here we go. Law signs.
Better benefits.
Sorry, I have to go on. Law signs, better benefits. So we have law signs. So it's a non-right triangle is what we're dealing with, a non-right triangle. And so you can use sine of A over A equals sine of B over B. Or if you want to move it over, you can use sine of B over B equals sine of C over C. Or if you want to, so that's for finding an angle. That's the formula. If you're finding a side length, use flip it over. So flip it like a Polaroid picture. Oh, that's shake it. That's actually shake it. But still, flip it. We got A over sine A equals B over sine B, or A over sine A equals C over sine C, or C over sine C equals B over sine B. Cool. Okay, so basically we're just saying that there's a relationship, right? So there is a relationship on a non-right triangle of an angle with its matching side equaling another angle with its matching side. Cool. Okay, so then we'll just jump right into the homework problems there to help you. Here we go. Okay, so we did number 1 together, and we got 44 degrees. Sine of B over 21 equals sine of 97 over 30. Then we multiplied 21 over to the other side, and then we inverse sine both sides. And when you inverse side both sides, that gets rid of sine on this side. And then we have the inverse sine of 21 times sine 97 over 30. So be careful in your calculator. You do want to make sure that you, let's double check it here, just to show it to you. So for number 1, we'd go inverse sine of 21 times sine. Now here's the common mistake people make. They do 97. Yeah, Parker's here, immortalized. So we do sine 97, and then some people do divided by 30 too soon and get it wrong. They get it wrong. Error. And so what you need to do is you need to close the parenthesis and then divide by 30 and then close the parenthesis. And there's our 44 degrees there. Nice. So then we'll go and take a look at maybe number 5. That's a pretty good one. Or number 3. Which one? Number 5. So number 5, cool. So we're trying to find angle A. So then since we're finding an angle, we'll do the signs on top. So sine of big A is what we're trying to find. You do have to label. Make sure you label your triangle. So across from angle A is little a. And then across from angle B is little b. Little b. Okay, so now we're going to do sine A over 17 is equal to sine of angle B, which is 58 degrees, all over little b, which is 28 yards. Nice. So now we just want to solve for A, angle A. So then all we're going to have to do is go ahead and multiply 17 over to the other side like that. And that gets 17 to the other side away from the A, because we're trying to quarantine A, because this year, depending on when you watch this video, we had a big thing going on this year in 2020, the coronavirus. But it's just through sneezing, catching, coughing, so cover your mouth. And 81% of the people are surviving, and it's only 60 or older that's really affecting, or people with bad immune systems. So then if we're trying to quarantine A and solve for A, get A by itself, we're going to go at inverse sine, because that's the opposite of sine. And so now we're going to go to inverse sine this whole thing. And that'll get us our answer. Want to be immortalized? Come say hi. Yeah. So then we'll plug that into our calculator. So we'll go inverse sine of 17 sine 58 degrees. Don't forget to close the parenthesis. Close the parenthesis. And then we'll go ahead and divide it by, that's it. Then we'll go ahead and divide it by 28. Nice. So then we get 30.98. And so rounding that to the nearest tenth, the 8 will round the 9 up to a 31. So we do get 30.98. Excellent. And that rounds up to 31. Awesome. So there's our angle there. Don't forget your degrees. So that's 31 degrees. Beautiful. So now let's look at what about if you're that's for finding an angle. What if you're finding a side length? So number 7, you'd use that formula, but let's try a different one. In fact, let's do number 12 because that is a tricky one. So I circled that one because number 12, before you can use the law of sines and find side length AB, which AB is from here to here, so before we can find little c is what we're trying to find, we actually have to do 180 minus those two angles. And so we have to do 180 minus those two angles. And so we're going to take 180 degrees, which is the full triangle, minus 61, minus 53, that's it. And so then we get 66 degrees. So before we can even do number 12, you actually have to, step number 1, for this particular problem anyways, you have to find angle A. And so we just did that with our calculator, and we got 66 degrees. Cool. Okay, so now to find little c now, we have an angle and a side. Now remember, to find the side length little c, we're going to start with little c. And so we write little c over sine of big C, which in this case, big C is 53 degrees. And then we do equals, and then we have little a, which little a is 24. Got to label it. So 24 divided by sine 6 degrees. And so there we go. So now we just have to solve for little c. And so to solve for little c, we're just going to multiply. Sine 53 is just a number. So we're going to multiply times it over to the other side. Make sure that you put it right here next to it because you want to make sure you put it next to it. And the reason why is because we don't want to mix up the 24 with our angle. So 24 times sine 53 is what we're going to do. And that's it. There's going to be little c. So go ahead and plug it into your calculator now. So we have 24 sine. Then we have 53. Good. Close parenthesis. Don't forget close parenthesis. Because if you do divided by 2 soon, and then you do sine 66, you're definitely going to get a wrong answer. See, that's wrong. It's wrong. But if you do close parentheses soon enough, good, there you go. Then you'll get the right answer. And so the right answer is actually, it rounds up. So you'd get it wrong. So yep, it rounds up 20.98, rounds up to 21. Don't forget the measurement. So it's 21 feet. 21 feet. There we go, 21 feet. And that was little c we just found. Awesome. Okay, so now the last problem we're going to look at together is problem number 16. Was requested by second period. So number 16. So they want you to solve the whole triangle, the whole shabuzi. And so we're going to have to use law of sines a few times. So first let's go ahead and find angle A. So we're going to do sine of A over 17 yards, because you got to label these. There we go. And then we have a little c right here, which we still need to solve for, as well as angle C. So sine of A over 17 is equal to, ooh, we have B, so that'll work. So that's sine of 118 degrees divided by its side length, 30. And then we're going to go to time. So then we go and plug that into our calculator. And so we're going to do inverse sine of 17 sine 118 degrees. Good. And then we're going to go to close parenthesis. And then divided by, close parenthesis. Did we close parenthesis? We did. Then divided by 30, and then close parenthesis again. And so we get 30 degrees. Interesting. So there we go. So let's just double check that. Inverse sine, 17 sine 118 divided by 30. Good. So then that's going to be little a. So we just solved for a, so that's 30 degrees. So there's one of our answers. Then we could easily do 180 minus those two. So 180 minus 30, good. And so also minus the 118. And that's going to give us angle C. So use 180 minus the two angles to find the other missing angle. So now C is 32 degrees. Nice. So now we have two answers to this problem. Remember the back side, you have to solve all the angles and all the sides. Okay, so then made it. So then we're going to go ahead and solve for little c, and then I'll teach statistics. Thanks for your patience, you guys. Everyone say hi to Math 3, be immortalized. 3, 2, 1, say hi. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to do take statistics. Thanks, Griffin, for the plug. So then we're going to do little c, solving for little c, divided by sine 32 degrees is equal to, and then why not use b again? So little b, 30 is little b, divided by sine 118. Awesome. So we're just solving for a side length. So then to solve for little c, now that we flipped the formula, all we got to do is a one-step problem. We're going to multiply sine 32 to the other side. Woo! And so when we do that, we get to plug in the calculator and get our answer. So now we'll do 30. So we don't use inverse because we're solving for a side length. So 30 times sine 32, close parenthesis, don't forget to close parenthesis, divided by sine of 118 degrees. Nice, nice. So then we get 18. Woo! And so that's what little c is going to equal. Don't forget yards. So we got 18 yards. And so that is going to be our third answer there. 18 yards. Me yards are in the way. What? There we go. So we got 18 yards. Cool. So now we have the side length and two angles. There we go. So that was number 16. Number 16. So thanks for watching. We'll just double check with you there. Yep, 30, 32, and 18. Oh, yeah, we said 18, didn't we? 18? I think we said 18. Did we say 18? We said 18. Oh, crap. Did we say it? Yeah, we did say 18. Good. Got it right. Okay, so now everybody say goodbye. 3, 2, 1. Bye. Yeah. Do you want to say bye? That's okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.